Hey guys, it's Jeremy Scott here with the AI Money Press and Gorilla AI Tools. Hey, I wanted to take a moment to chat with you guys today because I keep getting asked a lot that really the perception from the outside is there's so much to know about AI and what to do with it. How are we going to make it work for us? How do we make a difference with it? How does it apply? What's the best use case? These are all really valid questions, and I'm going to try to do my best for you guys to explain what I think are the top 5 skills. Top 5, it's in the camera, top 5 skills that you need to be successful with AI in 2025. And with that, I'll roll into a few things. You have to, what I want to ask you guys right now since the beginning of the video, a couple of things. Number one, as I've asked before, take a second, scroll down below, and in the comments, I want you guys to tell me who you are. And drop your handle, your YouTube channel, your Instagram, whatever it is. Let's promote you and figure out who you are and how we can sort of, I don't know, bring visibility to your brand. I love to connect with the community, and anything I do to help support people who are actually out there hustling and trying to work and get things done. Let's do this together, guys. It's kind of a community. So take a second, go down in the comments and leave your handle or your channel, and let's do that. Secondly, if you've been liking the content so far, like where we're headed with things, I feel like the channel's kind of doing better. Things are kind of growing. I'm learning from a lot of the pros who have been out there, and we'll give them proper credit as we go. But do me a favor, if you like the video, just go ahead and drop a little like, and I would love it if you subscribe. I see at least 2/3 of the people watching my videos every time are not subscribed, so it's free. Just go ahead, please. You know, let's do that. Let's grow it so we can do a lot of cool things down the road. All right, let's go ahead and get into the top 5 skills that I really think that people need to have moving into 2025 and how to deploy AI. And right here, we're going to talk about these different elements for you. The skill to create, the skill to build, to connect, to automate, and of course, most importantly in the end, how do you monetize it? How do we make a couple of nickels with this thing that we're doing, right? So let's go right into it for now. These are, I think, the essential skills that you're going to need to have moving throughout this year and forward. We'll see what the algorithm, what things do beyond that, but for now, this is where I think we need to be. So the first one we're going to talk about is the skill to create. What tools we're using to do our creation, the type of things that help me and others do exactly what we do all of the time. There's a whole slew of products out there and different providers, and one of the coolest things, honestly, is to see the evolution and to see how so many of the tools are now getting new elements. The new element of Grok that's going to be coming out is going to be phenomenal. That's attached to X or Twitter as it used to be, for some of you who don't know. But it's going to have a new version, and we're very excited to see where that goes. I'll be testing some out and demoing it for you guys as we get into that. But these are just some of the basic products that I'm using every single day. As you can see, ChatGPT, obviously, we utilize that for a lot of different things. I mean, hell, the new version of it, you can literally turn on your camera and your microphone, give it permissions, and you can go through your pantry and ask it what you should make for dinner. And it will literally look at the things that you have and give you a recipe. You could tell it, I want to go to In-N-Out Burger and I want 50 grams of protein, 10 grams of carbs, and give me, you know, what my order should be. It does all those things. I utilize it to maximize the impact of different tags, of pulling research for whatever the topic might be, but also to refine my prompts. And you guys have probably seen that in previous videos, where I come up with a prompt, an idea, something I want for a good image, and then it refines and develops that prompt thoroughly, and I can post that into PicLumen or InVideo or anything else that I want to do to create any of the images. It also helps refine scripts, as you see for ElevenLabs. That's that way. You'll see that as well, and you can import any of these prompts in to help refine what you do. Spotter Studio is one of the things that I use. There's also another one out there that I'm going to demo soon. It's a real similar competitor to it. 1 of 10, I think it's called, but we're going to play around with that too and kind of compare them side by side so you guys get a feel for it. Even Suno for all of our music, as we talked about in one of my previous videos. I'd refer you back to that one about AI music generation, why I think it's the future, at least democratizing that bit of technology. Very important stuff. There's a lot of tools you can use, obviously, for increasing your ability to write copy, to refine things, to have it give you particular outputs. that aren't erroneous or other nonsense, to refine what it is that you want to produce. Your text to image, image to video, AI music, and of course, overall, and it can't be understated, branding. Branding is massively important. I'm going to come back to that again in another slide, but this helps you develop what your brand is, how you're promoting it, and the type of content you're putting out. Pretty important stuff in my opinion. So the skill to create is going to be massive, currently is, and I think always will be. That should be timeless itself. The next skill, I think, the skill to build. Now, this is something that I am spending some time learning, figuring out how to build more customization into what I do, and especially for my clients that we're doing CRM work for, and their branding and developing the marketing strategies. Tools like Bolt. Now, Bolt I have very little exposure to, but it's one of the things where you don't need to know how to do coding. I don't need to know how to do PHP. I know some PHP. I built WordPress websites, and PHP always helps, especially if you break something. You know, you have to know how to repair those strings and connecting to your database properly. But you can literally go into Bolt and say, I want a website about this, or here is my branding, develop a website on X, and it can actually help you develop the coding. You can take broken code and chuck it in, and things can get repaired. There's so many automations that both Bolt and Replit both do. I really would urge you to dig into both of those elements, especially if you're looking for something that can help you fine-tune your AI agents, that can help you fine-tune pretty much anything that you're doing, and to do it in a mass scale. There is a mass deployment that is possible through Bolt, but that's a whole other video that I'll get into down the road, that helps for creating, I'll put it this way, to find clients, to find individuals, and especially for yourself, you should really try it out first. If you have a website for your business, you can analyze the keywords that you want to be ranking for, and if you are not ranking for those things, you can then pop that into Bolt, and it will literally create a multitude of blog posts for you, pages with tons of keyword-rich content that will then help you get that registered, or recognized on Google, and improve your search rankings. That's one simple real-life application for what Bolt does. So you no longer have to be a specialist in a particular field. You don't have to be great at coding. You don't have to know how to create software. You need to know how to create different types of tools. You can utilize these things that leverage those techniques and help create all of those solutions for you. And if you are a service provider, technology provider, it can help create and automate that workflow for you to create that content for your clients. So you don't have to spend so much time sitting there coding like a maniac with intravenous Mountain Dew or whatever it is that you're doing. I hear that a lot of great energy drinks going out there. I like a lot of them, just can't have them anymore. But so I won't endorse anyone in particular. But let's get you back in the pocket doing the things that matter, servicing your clients, building your own businesses, doing the things that you need to do, leveraging big tools like Bolt and like Replit as well. So skill to build, I'm working on it. I'll get there, and I'll be able to show you guys more of those things as well. The next thing, the skill to connect. Now, connecting is all about communication and conveying your ideas as well as possible. And when it comes to refining your content, I use a lot. I've been relying on, actually, as we mentioned, ChatGPT. I don't think it's going anywhere. And the latest iteration is just so amazing that it's not going to be replaced. Claude, obviously perfect for refining writing, for giving yourself various iterations of whatever that copy might be. And for the research side of it, giving yourself unbiased, clear responses with all of the resources that you would need to point to arrive at your conclusions or to support your point. Grok is phenomenal for that. You can ask it things that other services, might I say DeepSeek or some of the others, will not give you based on the political leanings of its origin. I guess I'll leave that there. But Grok is a great non-biased site to get all kinds of great information that you would need to share that with anyone, or for research projects. You just really can't beat it. Plus, Grok is really kind of fun in their image generation, because literally you can take images of celebrities and put them in, I wouldn't say, I'm not talking deepfakes, I'm not talking anything lewd, but literally you could put two historical figures that weren't even alive at the same time into an image together. Or even something as funny as I've seen somebody take the Joker, the two different iterations of the Joker, playing poker with each other in different settings, and it will literally grab both versions. You've got Joaquin Phoenix's and Heath Ledger's Jokers together playing poker. I did that image for a friend of mine. It was hilarious. A big Joker fan. So you can do a lot of fun things with these tools, but they help you enhance the different things that you want to produce content-wise, and it comes down to the final element, which is building an audience. To really, who you're going to connect with, you want to find out who your audience is. And if you're constantly refining the product or refining what it is you're creating, utilizing these other tools to extrapolate out our simple human feeble brains, you can create a lot more compelling content for that, and get a lot more detail and research on how your prospective audience is viewing things. What are they researching? For example, I do this in real estate or in mortgage. I pop in, what are the top 10 trending terms right now for first-time home buyers? And it literally spits out those top tags. And I can extrapolate out from there and dig in a little bit further about demographics, about where we're searching, how people are searching. And it's just a really phenomenal tool. You can chase it down the rabbit hole as far as you want to. So the skill to connect comes down to the quality of the content that you're putting out and how to research and build the audience that you're looking for. So welcome. You're my audience. I love it. Thanks for being here. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Anyway, the skill to automate. Now, I talked about this in one of the previous videos about AI agents, about leveraging your time and how you're going to win back your hours, right? Win back the time in your day to make things go smoother, to automate your processes. You need to duplicate your efforts. That's huge. Duplicating your efforts means you create something, you put something out there, and it continues to grow, as opposed to, let's say, I don't know, anything, a painter, any sort of an artist, that it's a singular product that at this point, you don't have to turn around and make those things over and over again. You're not making widgets and selling them. You're making a singular product, whether it be making online courses, video content that could be evergreen to live forever on how to do whatever. I mean, come on, how many videos did you see on how to make sourdough? Well, guess what? You only had to make that video one time, and it could reach millions of people instead of out there trying to sell loaves of sourdough. Get it? So duplicating your efforts, finding automations that will help do these things for you, just like the #1 CRM in the world. You see the logo down here for Go High Level. I say it's the #1 because I love it. Maybe that would be contested in some other arenas, but I guarantee once you guys are trying it out and utilizing it, it really is the best, most impactful, easiest to manage, most robust CRM possibly out there. Your automations are what we call workflows, automated workflows, or once you bring in a prospective client or a customer, or just say someone in your database that you want to keep them up to speed on what's going on, you don't have to draft emails constantly. You can literally create workflows that set the cadence of how it interacts with these people. So you have them come in, your workflow could be, on every Tuesday, I'm going to send out a newsletter about this. On every Thursday, I'm going to send pictures of my cat. I don't know, whatever you want to do. But those automations work. And also, as I mentioned for the AI chatbots, someone can then interact on your website with your chatbot that you have in place and be able to dig deep into the things that you have supplied to educate it. And that's another video on educating your AI employee, something I'm really fascinated with and excited about. But you guys can then program your AI employee that works 24/7, 365, and it answers questions on things that you don't even have necessarily as your own regular common knowledge. But for the mortgage side, for me, keep relaying back to that because it's what I know, I can actually program, and I have programmed it with the FAQs for Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. So if somebody has a question about how they qualify for something, or if this type of loan or these types of things, or whether it be assets, employment, what are the guidelines, I don't have to know what Fannie and Freddie's guidelines are. The same thing with any other product or service. You could literally tie your own FAQs into your chatbot that can then speak from a level of authority with your potential clients. So it's going to leverage your time and go into your workflow. Not only that, if someone is just engaging from your website on a chatbot, it can nurture that conversation in order to bring them into that workflow so that then they become a warm market to you, and on and on and on. Is it starting to click? You're starting to understand? So bringing people in and having that as a warm market is important for everything. There's a guy that not many people know, actually everybody in marketing knows, Russell Brunson. So the power of the list is immensely powerful, and what you do with it is really just the sky's the limit. Bringing people into your warm contact list really has to do with giving them something of value, being able to answer their questions, being able to be there, providing quality service, and on and on and on. If you're doing the things you should be doing and representing your brand with integrity, there's no reason somebody, a customer even like myself, wouldn't want to engage with you and allow you to send me regular contact. If I'm bought in on who you are and what you do, I want to know what's going on. And a lot of other people out there want to as well. So we can automate a lot of those things. I say we as in me and you really, but I'll teach you how. Chatbots, AI agents, marketing funnels. You can literally, within Go High Level, you can create marketing funnels that are different for different things. And don't take the word marketing as something bad. Marketing is really, when you think about the essence of marketing, it's not just, I want you to buy something from me. That's not what it is. It's, I want you to buy something from me when you're in the market for X. And I'm letting you know that I'm here at all times. That's called staying top of mind. For me, there really isn't a better tool than what Go High Level does. So just the three images you see on your screen right now, how you've got Go High Level, Radar, and ManyChat. Let's talk about how these three might work together, because I think you'll be surprised at how seamless these things can function. ManyChat is something as a text trigger, as I've shown you guys before. And you can refer back to my other video on that. ManyChat turns your database or turns your interactions into results. Okay? When I know you've seen it on Instagram posts, even on YouTube videos, different things, when it says comment the word X, whatever that is, whatever that variable or whatever that function is, you're going to say text this, comment this, and then I will give you X. So, for example, for our ecom people out there that are watching, you've put your post out on Instagram or TikTok or whatever you want to do, you can say comment X and receive a 10%, 20%, whatever the discount is, and then it will then send them a code, but then brings that person into your marketing database. At that point, it turns that person into a potential client. So ManyChat helps you create those triggers to either, I can't say either, one of or a few of the things that it does. It can increase your following. It can reward people for doing that. It can give discount codes. You can help send things to people. For example, on my culinary side of things, I said if you comment the word garlic, I actually sent out recipes for people, recipe cards and images of the things that I created. A lot of fun. We'll revisit that. But ManyChat helps do that and can then bring that database into your high level to manage those clients moving forward for other offers. But Radar, now for those of you who haven't seen Radar, I know I talked about the idea of automating your social media. Radar is actually the most robust tool for all of your social media management all in one place. You can schedule out all of your posts and at different times, and not just with one account. So Go High Level does it inside of, for one particular account, one thing, but you could bring in a multitude of different offers of profiles of different businesses and still automate all of your social media postings through one simple umbrella. Radar is phenomenal for that, and I'm going to put a link. Actually, I have a link for all of these things in the description as well, as always, so you guys can refer to those. With ManyChat, I've got a discount in there for you guys that'll give you half price for a couple of months. It's a super cheap product to begin with, but they'll give you half price for a couple of months. I don't know what promos Radar is running right now, but High Level right now, I've got at least a 14 to a 30-day free trial. I think right now it's the 14-day one. It may be 30, but who knows? When you're watching this video, the link is going to be what it'll be at that time. But there's always some sort of a discount for you by utilizing my links. And full disclosure, that helps benefit me and helps the channel keep going and so on. So aside from that, the skill to automate becomes a superpower, because the more time you have to do the things that matter, the more effective you're going to be. So from there, automate. You got it? Ready to move on? Okay, next. The number one skill, which number 5, which should be number 1. I should be counting this down. But the number one skill you need is the skill to monetize. Hey, who's that guy? How you employ all of the things, all of the other elements that I told you about. You're going to be able to utilize these tools to frame these particular elements. It's going to help you develop your strategy. You should be setting up affiliate relationships. This is how I do it. This is my roadmap. And if you want to follow my roadmap, here's really how it works. We utilize these tools to develop our strategy and who we want to reach, building our audience, and reaching out to them with various offers, so to speak. But really, the affiliate relationships is what pays us at the end of the day. The ability to utilize a product, and if you believe in it, and I'm saying only if you believe in it, if you find real value in it, don't go promoting bullshit, guys. Just because somebody has a great pay scale. There's a lot of companies that have even approached me to promote their particular product, but I'm using other things that I believe in, so I'm not going to promote these other companies. And if they aren't reputable and if they aren't quality, they're not going to make it on my roster either. So developing the right affiliate relationships is key. Educating the seekers. You're here. Thanks for watching the video, and I hope you're still watching at this point, because I want to educate the people who are looking to be educated. Learn, learn, learn. As the market changes and as things grow, you want to make sure that you're learning constantly. And why do I do it? For the next one, to bring value to everyone. To give you guys something of value every time you tune in. I want you to learn something from every single video that I create. And a part of that is also serving your community. You guys are my community. We may not be neighbors. You may be anywhere in the world. You may be part of our Japanese audience. You might be in our Chinese audience. You might be some of my friends from India. I want to make sure you guys are a part of my community. And that's why I'm going to invite you to join me on Discord. We'll have some links there. I can do some private one-on-one coaching with you as well. I do all the time. People reach out to me constantly for help and guidance, and I'm always happy to provide it. One of the biggest things you have to do as well, if you really want to monetize it, find out what problems people are having. Ask them about what are their pain points with their business. I don't care if it's real estate or a car detailing company or a massage therapist, whatever it is, find out what people's problems are. If you want to make money, solve people's problems. Help them figure out how to do things better, how to make their lives easier, and people are happy to pay you to do it. I can tell you this honestly. They're happy to help me when they're happy to have me help them, and they're happy to pay me when I'm solving their problems, when I'm making their outreach better, when I'm making their website look better, when I'm teaching them a better strategy for content creation. You solve problems, you lead with value, people are happy to spend what it takes because you do too. I do too. If people are going to fix things for me that I'm having issues with, I'm happy to spend the money to do it. And also, one of the hardest ones, guys, Okay? Right here. Give without fear. Give, give, give. Because there's no reason to gatekeep knowledge. Just because it took me over a year to get to the point of where I'm at, I had to come to the realization that I need to give that knowledge away for free. And that's what I'm here to do. This is free, guys. If you want to follow my blueprint, follow the things that I do, I'm happy to have you do it for free. Yes, it cost me a lot to get to where I am. A lot of time, a lot of effort. But I'm bringing you guys as much quality and as much content as I possibly can. And it's a ferocious pace, just trying to make sure that I'm always doing this for you guys. So hang with me. I would ask that if you want to follow the journey, if you want to follow the process with me and do the things that I'm doing and help deliver that with your message, your flavor, and help to create something that is a passive residual income, pop over to my website, guys. GorillaAITools.com. It's one of the first links in the description. We'll give you, it leads you over to a 14-day free trial or whatever the free trial is with Go High Level at the moment. And I have a snapshot for you that will help automate, bring that in and help you harness that superpower. There's a lot of different elements that I have for it for you. Okay. But I'll give you the free checklist that I have that takes you step by step on the things that can lead you to success. I'm happy to share, and I'll do it for free. Just click the button, fill out your information, and I'll send you something, and we'll take you step by step from there. That's as far as that goes, guys. I want to say thank you very much. Thank you for being here. I want to come back to our channel, and I hope that you guys have found some value in this. We look forward to growing more, sharing more information with you. Let's have a powerful and successful 2025. And of course, let's help you guys harness the skills that I mentioned here and get you on the road to financial success. Feel free to connect with me, guys. But for now, I am out, and we'll see you next video. And go watch my other stuff. It's good stuff. Love it. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.